Greetings, welcome, and thank you for joining me for the June Choose One of Three card reading. I'm Christian of Standing Stones Healing Company, encouraging your journey with Reiki, card reading, and coaching for life's changes, challenges, and transitions. Thank you for joining me for the June Choose One of Three card reading. In this video, I encourage you to take a few deep cleansing breaths, to relax, and choose 1, 2, or 3 for your June card reading. I have pulled 3 sets of cards corresponding to 1, 2, or 3, and invite you to join me in taking 3 deep cleansing breaths. I'm going to play some flute and some drum, and during that time, I encourage you to clear your mind. What is your number, 1, 2, or 3? Welcome, number 1, to your June 2021 cards. Your Celtic Dragon Tarot card for June is the Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles is all about newness, and I'm also gathering from this card the idea of a journey. So let's see what other cards are in store for June 2021, number 1. Now, I will say, number 1, that these cards all were very clear about which one to choose. They came very quickly, and the guidance was very clear that, yes, this is the card. There was hardly any shuffling at all, and the cards were just there and ready to be chosen loudly and clearly. So let's see what else we have. Rochelle, as you honor and follow the guidance of your heart, prosperity is coming to you now. Wonderful. Your Archangel card number 1 for June is Leadership. Archangel Gabriel says, it is time for you to assume your leadership power and position and lovingly guide others. And your rune for June is the rune of separation. Now, this one is a little difficult to see. I created these runes myself several years ago, chose the stones, chose the runes on which to write the stones, and wrote them on with Sharpie. And so you will see after several years and use, lots of shuffling, the Sharpie is wearing off. And so I need to replenish the Sharpie, especially on some of the runes like separation. But this is indeed the rune of separation. And your final card, your mantra for this month, June, is good fortune. I am fortunate. Though we all suffer life's challenges, it is equally true that almost all of us are more fortunate than others in some way. I breathe in the realization of my good fortune. I am filled with gratitude for the riches of my life. I breathe out fear of scarcity. So number one, wow, what a reading for this month for you. So here's what I'm picking up from these cards, number one. I am getting that there is some new growth in your life, some new hatching. We have baby dragons hatching here. We have a path. I have the impression from this card that you are on, well, we are all on a journey. But at this point in your journey, you have some newness springing forth. You have some baby dragons hatching. Now, I have the impression that this newness is all about your leadership, all about stepping into leadership, and this newness is also about prosperity. So, number one, what I'm getting for you is that this is a powerful time for you to be hatching new things in your life. Whether you are creating the newness or the newness is springing forth in your life, there is some newness for you. Whether this is happening in your June or this is current right now in your experience, but there is some newness afoot, and this newness has to do with leadership and stepping into a leadership role. You are being lovingly called upon right now, number one, to assert yourself in a leadership role, to assume your leadership powers and to use your powers of guidance to guide others. Now, number one, I'm also getting that this is going to come from a separation. So you will need to separate yourself from your current experience, or you are in the process of separating yourself from that right now. Number one, what I'm getting is that this leadership, this good fortune, this hatching cannot come without separation. As a matter of fact, the baby dragons cannot hatch from the egg unless they separate themselves from the egg. The egg is what they are when they are in the egg. They are one and of the same with the egg. But there comes a point, number one, when we must separate from the egg. We must break free from the egg. The egg served its purpose. We needed the egg to incubate. We needed the egg to grow. At one point, we were the egg. That point, number one, is no longer. You are no longer the egg, number one. It is time to hatch. It is time to break free, separate from that egg, and emerge from the egg. At this path on your journey, as a matter of fact, what I'm getting is that you may very well, number one, have a journey beginning, that this hatching is the beginning of a new journey for you. And this may be a literal journey, this may be a metaphorical journey, but you are emerging, you are hatching, you are stepping into a journey of leadership. So what I'm getting, number one, is that it is time to break free from that egg. It served you. It served its purpose as an incubator. Its purpose is done now. And you are being called to emerge from that egg into a new phase. Yes, a new phase of your life is beginning right now, number one, in which you are being called to take on a greater leadership role. Powerful. Now, also, This leadership role, this new journey unfolding before you that you are hatching into and being called to step onto, is one that is going to result in some good fortune for you. So we wonderfully have this in a couple of cards here. Your mantra for the month: I am fortunate. And this card of Rochelle, the angel card with prosperity coming to you. And this is prosperity coming to you, number one, with following your heart, as you follow the guidance of your heart. Number one, what I'm getting is that as you follow the guidance of your heart and good fortune is coming to you, I'm also getting the idea that following the guidance of your heart is going to help you to guide others. And so, number one, following the guidance of your heart is the way for you to be stepping into the leadership role and lovingly guiding others. So, number one, follow your heart. 2, lead yourself to leading others lovingly with the heart. This, number one, is going to result in some prosperity for you and some good fortune. I breathe in the realization of my good fortune. I am filled with gratitude for the riches of my life. I breathe out fear of scarcity. Number one, as you embark on this journey, there is enough. You have good fortune. You are supported. You are loved. You are protected. And you have everything you need to emerge from the egg. You know, the egg provides that growing embryo, that growing dragon with everything that it needs. It has all of the food it needs, all of the sustenance it needs right within that egg. And now you are able to emerge with everything you have needed, the solid foundation of the egg. And now, number one, it is time to break free from that egg, to separate and emerge. Emerge into this next phase of your journey and to assume a leadership role, lovingly guiding others with your heart as you are guided with your heart, number one. Well, number one, what a wonderful reading for your June 2021. Again, these cards were very insistent. As a matter of fact, all of these month's cards were rather insistent. And so know, number one, that this is absolutely the reading for you at this time. Thank you, number one, for joining me in this June card reading. I send you love and light and blessings for your June 2021. Welcome, number two, to your June 2021 reading. Number two, let's see what cards are in store for you. Your Celtic Dragon Tarot for June is number 2, the Hanged Man. Wonderful. I've got plenty to say about that number 2. What I am going to say right off the bat that is jumping right to me is that the Hanged Man is all about suspension and feeling stuck. We're going to say more about that. I have lots coming to the forefront to say about that number 2. I also want to say, number 2, that the cards were very insistent this month, all across the board. There wasn't a lot of shuffling. They were right there, ready to go. And so this is a very powerful set of readings for number 1, 2, and 3. But number 2, it was very insistent that there were 2 Celtic Dragon Tarot cards for you, number 2. So the second one is the 4 of Cups. Wonderful. Yes, I'm getting some things coming through on that as well. Now, let's see what other cards we have too, number 2. Your angel card for this month, number 2, is Adriana. I am leading you toward the answer to your prayers. Please listen to and follow the steps I am communicating through your intuition, thoughts, and dreams. So number 2, you are getting messages. Even if you aren't realizing them right now, there are messages coming to you. We'll say more about that. But first, let's reveal your Archangel card for the month of June, number 2. It is chakra clearing. Archangel Metatron says, call upon me to clear and open your chakras using sacred geometric shapes. Your rune for this month is, interestingly enough, number 2, the rune of standstill. And your Breathe Easy card for this month, number 2, is meditation. I am meditating. To be aware of only the rhythm of our breathing, slowly in and out. This is the way of meditation. I breathe in the stillness beyond time and space. I am filled with a nothingness that contains everything. I breathe out my mind's chatter. Okay, number 2. Wow. Great set of cards for you, number 2. So what I'm picking up, number 2, is that right now you feel stuck. Right now you feel like you are in a standstill. You feel almost as if you have no options and nowhere to go. You are the hanged man hanging here at a standstill. Number 2, being stuck is a state of mind. Stuckness is a perception, and stuckness is not a reality. So oftentimes, number 2, when we feel stuck, we just feel stuck, and we don't recognize that we are not so stuck as we feel. Now, this looks quite stuck, doesn't it? You are stuck, number 2. You're hanging by your leg. You are in a deep chasm. You got nothing to grab onto here. Or so it seems. Because, number 2, I encourage you to recognize that you have dragons all around you. You have support all around you. And you need only, number 2, to call upon that support. Now, number 2, what I'm getting from this second Celtic Dragon Tarot card is an idea of rumination. So you're sitting here and you're thinking, oh, woe is me. Oh, gosh, if I had only chosen X. Or maybe if I had Y. Or, gee, wouldn't it be great if I had Z or Z? So what I'm getting here, number 2, is that you are feeling stuck. You're having this feeling of, sigh kind of feeling. Oh gosh, maybe some regret, maybe some FOMO, fear of missing out, a thinking of the door not chosen, or a thinking of the door that you could have chosen. Or, gosh, maybe I shouldn't have chosen that door, and look where I am right now. And so you're feeling stuck with this sense of rumination about the feelings of stuckness. And number 2, I want to encourage you that the messages here are loud and clear. you have support. You have help. You are being encouraged to call upon the assistance that is out there and to listen for the messages. The angels are saying, listen, number 2, you feel stuck. You feel, woe is me. Gosh, if I had only chosen differently. Or gosh, if only things were different. Or gosh, I'm feeling so stuck right now. But the angels are saying, number 2, no, you have support. As a matter of fact, we are sending you messages. And we want to encourage you to be listening for those messages. You are only stuck, number 2, as you think you are. Stuckness is a mindset. And so, number 2, you feel stuck, but you're not so stuck as you feel. And the angels are here to guide you. They are here to offer you encouragement and to help. And so, yeah, maybe you feel like you are down in the deep canyon, hanging by your leg, and you've got nowhere to go. But you're being encouraged to call upon the guidance, the support that is all around you, in the form of angels, in the form of spirit guides, but also, number 2, in the form of friends, family, loved ones, resources. You have plenty of support all around you. You're so focused on feeling stuck that you're looking like this. Tunnel vision. Tunnel vision. And you are being encouraged to take the blinders off and to realize that support and love and guidance and assistance are all around you at this time. So make use of the resources that are available to you, including the resources that you do not recognize and do not see. Help is everywhere. It may be hidden, and it may be hidden because you're just not looking for it. So take off those blinders, number 2. Look around, reach out, seek assistance, ask for help. It is there for you. Now, some ways that I am getting for you to get some assistance. I'm getting the idea that a change of perspective is going to help. And isn't that so much the case when we feel stuck? It's all about looking at the issue, the challenge, the feeling of stuckness. Stuckness? Yes, the feeling of stuckness a little differently, number 2. So changing your perspective is what I'm getting here, and I'm getting it from the chakra clearing card. So calling upon the angels for assistance with chakra clearing will help you to get some new perspective. So clearing your energy, doing some things to help you cleanse and clear and to gain new perspectives. So trying some different things, taking some different perspectives, getting some grounding, getting some healing, trying new foods. You know, there are a million, an infinite number of ways to help us gain new perspectives. And you are being encouraged to do that at this time. Meditation is one way that can help you to access some new perspectives and to gain some different perspectives on your feeling of stuckness. As a matter of fact, number 2, I'm getting this right exactly now, walking meditation. Actually physically moving is going to help you to feel not so much in a standstill. So you may feel in a standstill metaphorically. I'm going to encourage you to get yourself moving. Take a walk, do some movement, get yourself physically unstuck, number 2, and that's going to help you to gain some new perspective and not feel so metaphorically stuck. Yes, so some movement, number 2, is in order for you. Some meditation, maybe some walking meditation, but remember, you have guidance, you have assistance, you have help and support. Call upon it at this time, number 2. So, number 2, best wishes for you for your June 2021 and removing those feelings of stuckness and gaining some new perspective for this month. Number 2, I send you blessings and best wishes for your June 2021. Greetings and welcome, number 3, to your June 2021 reading. Now, number 3, I have to say that all of the cards this month were very insistent. I did not do a lot of shuffling this month. The cards were right there and ready to go, except for one card, well, 2 cards, one card of 2 cards for the whole month, and that is in your reading, number 3. I'll say more about that. But first, let's see your Celtic Dragon Tarot for this month is, the King of Wands. So, number 3, we have the King of Wands. Number 3, your angel card for this month is Seraphina. I am the angel of happy families. A happy change or addition is coming to your family. Now, what's interesting, number 3, is that as soon as I picked up and saw the Celtic Dragon Tarot King of Wands, my immediate impression was one of emotional strength. So let's say more about that in a minute. But definitely one of repose, of sitting in your power and feeling emotionally stable. So let's see what the other cards have to say, and we'll get more about that. Overcoming difficulties. Archangel Jeremiah says, the worst is now behind you, and you are surmounting any previous challenges. Yes, absolutely. My impression as soon as I saw this card, number 3, is that you have overcome the difficulties. And your rune, yes, of this month is harvest. So, reaping what we sow, and it is now time, number 3, to harvest. Your cards that came up for your mantra, number 3, first was balance. This one was right there, ready to go. Balance. But this card really called to me. And I knew balance, yes. And this one was sitting looking at me at the same time as well, calling to me. And I was like, no, just one card. But, oh, I am awakened was the second card. No, but me. No, just the one. No, me. And I put the card back in. Set down balance. And that darn card called to me in the pack and said, no, me too. So I went back through the deck and pulled this card back out. It was calling to me, number 3. And so, number 3, you have 2 mantras for this month. I am balanced and I am awakened. I am balanced. Everything in moderation. Nothing in excess. This is the way to lead a life of quality and meaning. I breathe in the perfection of the earth, the water, and the sky. I am filled with nature's grand design. I breathe out my destructive tendencies, my self-destructive tendencies. And I am awakened. The sun's dawning brings back warmth, light, and color to a darkened world. I breathe in the infinite promise of a new day. I am filled with the hope that renews my faith in the goodness of all things. I breathe out the dark shadows of the past. Yes, thank you. Absolutely. This is the right card for the mantra for number 3. this month, number 3. Okay, number 3. What I'm getting for you is that you are now coming out of a challenging time. You've had some challenges, and you are being encouraged and reassured that the hardest part of those challenges is over. Well done, number 3. Congratulations on crossing a threshold. This is what I'm getting right now, is that you are about to are right now crossing a threshold from those challenges. You have overcome those difficulties. And now, number 3, you are ready to sit on your throne, to sit in this power, this emotional power that has come from overcoming these challenges. Now, this emotional power is one that is going to result in some fruitfulness. As a matter of fact, while I looked at this card, I had a very clear image just now of a tomato. And the idea here is one of ripe fruit. Luscious, delicious, ripe, juicy fruit. Or vegetable, whatever. But it's one of delicious ripeness. And number 3, it is your time to reap that delicious fruit. This is your harvest, number 3. It is harvest time for you emotionally. You've just come through some challenges. Your fruit has ripened. It is time to pick and enjoy the fruits of your labor. It is time to pick that fruit and chomp right in, number 3. You deserve it. You deserve that delicious fruit because you have overcome some challenges and difficulties from that experience that you've just had. It is time now for some newness in terms of the emotional fruit. So, with the angel of families, a happy change or addition is coming to your family. This may be literal, number 3. This may be a birth. This may be bringing an addition to your family. But what I'm really getting is that this is an emotional experience. So whatever this addition is to your life, to your family, it has to do with emotions. And this challenge that you have recently overcome and are overcoming and are emerging from, I just got the image of a rainbow, of clouds parting and a rainbow coming with the sun. This is a wonderful emotional time for you in terms of awakening and excuse me, number 3, in terms of the dawning of a new day. Number 3, this is the dawning of a new day for you emotionally. And so you are seeing the clouds part, and you are seeing newness come into your life, emotionally speaking. Now, you may have an actual addition in your family. That may be the case. And whether it is something, an actual tangible addition, a baby, a puppy, or whatever it might be, I'm also really getting that this has to do with an emotional addition, an emotional sense of balance. This guy here is very balanced, sitting, reclining on his throne. He's powerful and relaxed at the same time. And so this is a time of repose for you, a time of emotional balance after this difficulty. I want to encourage you, though, number 3, that if you are still experiencing some feelings of emotional turbulence after overcoming this difficulty, that is okay, that is normal, and that is part of the process. And so this balance Balance. This balance may not be immediate. This balance may take some time to work itself out. Throughout the month of June, you may be feeling some ups and downs, but know that balance is coming. Know that balance is on its way, and know that those ups and downs are part of the process as you return to emotional stability. Phew, wow, number 3, congratulations on overcoming your challenges and difficulties. Congratulations on moving into this new emotional phase of your life. I'm also picking up number 3, some encouragement to actively work to bring that balance in whatever way that means to you. I am a big proponent of the breath, and so I do encourage you at this time, number 3, to breathe. Breath is so important, and we too often underestimate the power of the breath. But breathing for you at this time, I think, is going to be important. And know that you are breathing in the infinite promise of a new day. You are breathing out the dark shadows of the past. Newness is here for you. Number 3, emotional newness. It is time to pick those tomatoes and enjoy those emotional tomatoes that you have worked so hard and that have sprouted from these challenges that you are in the process of overcoming. But remember, number 3, it is a process. And so please be gentle on yourself at this time as you come out of this emotional difficulty. Please, number 3, recognize that healing is a process, and that when you feel those ups and downs, that is part of the process. And to not beat yourself up for that, and to be understanding with yourself at this time. Sometimes, number 3, you're going to feel like this guy, relaxed and composed and in your power emotionally, and other times you're going to feel out of balance. And that is okay as we return to balance. You know, number 3, it's like standing on a ball, and as we gain our balance, we shift. Whoa, until we find that still center. So know, number 3, that right now, as you come out of these difficulties and regain your balance, you're still going to have some shifting, and that is all okay. Please don't beat yourself up for that shifting. Know that that is part of the process and that it is going to work itself out. So number 3, wonderful. Congratulations to you and your emotional achievements. I send you blessings and best wishes for your June 2021. Thank you, number 3, and blessings to you. Thank you for joining me for your June 2021 Choose One of 3 card reading for your June messages. As always, it is a great honor and pleasure to be sending you messages in encouragement of your journey. I invite and encourage you to subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you can receive notification of next month's July 2021 Choose One of 3 card reading. I also invite you to friend me on Facebook at Standing Stones Healing so that you can receive notifications there, including of my Distant Reiki Healing Ceremony that I conduct on Facebook Live to send you Reiki and messages, card reading, and encouragement. You can actually get a sample of my Distant Reiki Healing Ceremony and subscribe to my mailing list for instant notifications of all of my offerings in the show notes. Check it out. You will see Distant Reiki Healing Ceremony sample. I also have an affirmations sample for you as well, of flute and affirmations that you can get for free and subscribe to my mailing list too. So I do invite you to join the mailing list so that you can receive updates and notifications in your inbox. You may also be interested in my Cosmic Revelation reading. My Cosmic Revelation reading is a 7-card spread comprised of these 5 decks that you have seen in this video. And so this is an individualized reading for you and your current situation to offer you new perspectives, insights, messages from Spirit, and encouragement for your journey. You can learn more about that and get a special, incredible discount on that reading in the show notes below. Thank you so much. I send you blessings and best wishes for your June 2021 and your journey. Again, I'm Christian of Standing Stones Healing Company, encouraging your journey with Reiki, card reading, and coaching for life's changes, challenges, and transitions. Thank you, and blessings for your journey.